Okay, we're going to do question 27, and it's the first question in passage 5. And not generally, the questions get harder within the passage. So the first one is usually very easy and very straightforward. So I'm not going to read anything until I have to, and I'm going to kind of assume that the first question isn't really going to ask me to do a lot of reading, so I'm just going to go straight into it and see if that's true. So question 27, according to the results of experiment 1, so I'm going to come across to experiment 1 and make sure I've got that. I know exactly where I am, so that's over there. As theta increased, the tension in cable 2 did what? Increased only, decreased only, remained constant, varied. Okay, so I found experiment 1. That's the first thing I have to do. I'll get a pen on here. I found experiment 1. Now I have to find theta. So I'll look at experiment 1 and we're looking at table 1 and we're looking for theta. We find it here. Again, we're just taking it step by step. As theta increased, all right? So it increases as it goes down the table. It goes from 10, 30, 50, 70, 90. So I found the second part as theta increased. I know where that is. The tension in cable 2. Now across here, I'm going to increase this a little bit because I think it's hard to see. We have T, I think that's 1N or something, or T1X, T1Y, T2, T3. I'm going to assume it's T2, but and I probably would do that in the exam, but just to make sure, I'm going to see if it clarifies that T2 is cable 2. And if I look up here, it has cable 1 is T1, so I'm thinking that cable 2 is T2, and here's cable 2, here is T2, so I'm right. So as theta increases, it's going down the table. So what happens to T2 as it goes down the table, right? It gets smaller. It goes from 55, 17, 8.2. It just goes straight down. It's just getting smaller. So we come across to the answer, and B is decreased only, and that's exactly what it did. And that's our answer.